Sup everyone, Draco here, back yet again with some latest Manchester United news, transfer news and speculation. I had to start off with the table. Hope everyone's having a fantastic Monday and I hope everyone's enjoying the position that we are in and we are still currently in despite facing the champions away to Anfield. We got very credible 1 point, they lost 2 points, but today we've got bits around Sergio Ramos to Man United, Jadon Sancho to Man United, and Jesse Lingard's transfer news. Obviously, this is all speculation at this point, but Sergio Ramos's brother has come out saying a few things, right? Like, his brother is his agent. So we all know that Sergio Ramos is free to talk to clubs. His contract is pretty much expiring this summer. He's haggling around the contract. But this is what has come out and said. Ramos remains unwilling with regards to signing the 1 year deal that he has been offered in relation to Manchester United. His brother is his agent in all of this, and when asked, a member of the entourage told us that this is a classic Sergio. He plays poker with the president metaphorically and waits for him to blink and then signs the deal that he wants and will stay. However, it is the case that that same contact revealed to us Sergio Ramos' brother has told them, Madrid, that Manchester United have been in contact. We're unable to confirm that today on the podcast. We will endeavour to do so in the coming days for you and report that on the podcast. However, it's kind of fits with some of the things that Solskjaer has been doing at Old Trafford. I'm thinking of Edinson Cavani here, Duncan in bringing in an experienced and older player who has achieved a lot of success. So we've seen Sergio Ramos a few years ago. He absolutely used Manchester United to gain the contract, right? It's as simple as that. And this is the case, I reckon, in relation to Sergio Ramos. He's a winner, he's a very experienced, but he's coming towards the end of his career. Obviously, I reckon he'll prefer to stay at Madrid, where he'll be paid handsomely. He knows the place, he can still win things there. A great coach as well. And you know, he used Manchester United before to get a contract, him and his agent, and this looks like to be the case again. Obviously, his brother is putting out things in the press so that Madrid kind of pick up on it and think, you know what, let's offer him the deal, keep him in the club for a couple of years, and that's it. On the other side, him coming to Manchester United, I think, is not a good idea. Yes, there is relationship in relation to the project we're doing, like Edinson Cavani providing experience, guile, you know, winning mentality that could be provided along with Sergio Ramos as well. But he doesn't fit the mold or defender centre-back that we need. I think we need a pacey centre-back. And I think Ramos, despite his qualities, he does not offer as much as someone like, say, Harry Maguire will do in terms of pace, not in terms of quality. There's a difference in there. But in terms of pace, it is not the case. And I think him coming in, he'll demand a lot of money. He's not cheap. And he'll kind of put other players off. You know, other players such as Bruno Fernandes, who's only earning what, 120k a week reportedly. Sergio Ramos will be upwards of 200k plus, and maybe someone like Bruno Fernandes will turn around and say, look, I've been performing really well and I'm only getting 120k. It could be the case like that, and it could upset the balance in the squad that we have. But Sergio Ramos's brother apparently came out and said that Manchester United have made contact with Sergio Ramos and his agent for a potential move to Man United. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Bit of a news coming out from Manchester Evening News that Borussia Dortmund have identified PSV Eindhoven star Donny Malen as the ideal replacement for Jadon Sancho should he leave in the summer, according to reports. So according to reports coming out that obviously Jadon Sancho has been heavily linked with Manchester United. Let me just see the stats. Jadon Sancho has been linked heavily with Manchester United over the course of the summer. We all know that there was a huge interest. However, the pricing was a bit off. Looking at his stats, he's still 20 years of age. This season, he's had a poor season by his standard. Even then, 21 games, 6 goals, 11 assists from right wing position. It is not a very bad return, and I do feel that we need a traditional out and out right winger. Is Rashford an out and out winger? no. Martial, no. Dan James is probably the only natural winger we have in the squad, and he's not, I think, good enough, or certainly not in the mold of Jadon Sancho yet. We do need an out-and-out wide player who can provide assists and goals from the wings. We do not have that at the club. Jadon Sancho currently obviously has a bit of a head turned. You can see in some reports coming out, you can see some of, even Dortmund's coaching staff and the staff in general have said Jadon Sancho has had his mind kind of put off a little bit in the season because he didn't get the move that he wanted. For me, I think Jadon Sancho is very unlikely in the January transfer window, solely because we're in the middle of both the clubs are in the middle of a season. I don't think Dortmund will get rid of Jadon Sancho in the middle of a season. I don't think United will drop upwards of £100 million that is being reported for Jadon Sancho. So it's a bit of a no-go for me in the January transfer window. However, I can see something happening in the summer. Personally, I'll be very, very surprised if Jadon Sancho ends up, pleasantly surprised if Jadon Sancho ends up at Manchester United in the January transfer window. The current climate with the pandemic and the financial restrictions and situations that every single club find themselves under, I don't believe Jadon Sancho will be coming, or a massive transfer window or a massive player for a massive fee will be coming or moving to any clubs, let alone Manchester United, in the January transfer window. I'll be very, very surprised if that has happened. Obviously, United are dealing with outgoings. We had Timothy Fosu-Mensah leaving, Solskjaer coming out and confirming, Sergio Ramos leaving, Rojo leaving as well. And there are rumours coming out in relation to Jesse Lingard. So we covered it in my last update that Jesse Lingard could potentially move to Nice on loan. There are reports coming out today that Jesse Lingard potentially could be leaving for Sheffield United. Personally, for me, I think Jesse Lingard will leave the club very soon. I think his time is up at United. We can all clearly see it I think he can clearly see it as well. In relation to his transfer to Sheffield United, I don't believe Jesse Lingard will agree to go to Sheffield United, going to the worst Premier League team possibly in a very, very long time. Let not forget this season. They are in an absolute disaster position. Will Jesse Lingard go to a relegation team from a top of a league team? It'll be a massive contrast. I don't think Jesse Lingard will go to any clubs in the Premier League, any of the lower league table teams in the Premier League. I see him ending up as someone like Everton, possibly a Newcastle. Even possibly a Villa, Leicester, those types of clubs. I think he will relish at, where they are in a sort of like a mid-table team, but can challenge upwards as well. I think that will be a good for him. I don't think he'll go to a relegated team or relegation fighting team, one of the worst teams in the league that we've ever seen. But it's either that or he's going to move abroad. That's my opinion. But that's the latest Manchester United transfer news today. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. As always, I catch you guys in the next upload, and stay fodder.